Now, I'm going to take you back in time to August the 15th, 1987. Michael Jackson was number one with Just Can't Stop Loving You. Living Daylights was top of the box office. Timothy Dalton was Bond at the time. And the first IKEA in the UK was preparing to open its doors in Warrington. Why am I going on about all of this? Because it was also the date that Neil Warnock took charge of his first league game as a manager. Tonight, over 34 years later, he takes charge of his 1,602nd game, which is a new record in English League football. His Middlesbrough side are at Luton, and we can hear from him now with Jonathan Oakes.
Well, congratulations, Neil, on making English professional football history tonight. What does this achievement mean to you?
Well, I'm very proud, obviously. I didn't expect when I started all those years ago at Scarborough and before that I'd end up like this. But I think when you do it as long as I have, you've got to have good people behind you. And Sharon, my wife, and the kids, Amy, William, Natalie and James, have been brilliant. So they've kept me going all through the bad times. And you have a lot of bad times, but you've got to get over them, and I managed to do that.
In truth, it's a lot more than 1,602 games as well, isn't it? Because it doesn't count the 7 years that you spent in non-league as a manager. What is it that's keeping you going?
It's like, you can't say... I love the dressing room spirit. I love the training ground with the lads, and when the whistle goes when you've got a good win, there's nothing like it. You know, it's yes, there's disappointments along the way, but it's a great football is a fabulous industry, and to me, I've been very lucky that I've had some very good chairmen and I've had some great clubs, and the two together are exciting. You know, I think it's I've always tried to make the fans that I've managed enjoy themselves and give them a bit of a laugh. Really, I think humour's going out of the game at times, and you know, I think wherever I've been, I've always left them in a better place than when I took over.
Yeah, the one and only Neil Warnock, a special night for him. Just a bit more context to that day in 1987. Glenn here was 2. Wow. Darren, you were a lot older, 3. Lee, I don't know what you were up to when you were 10.
Jules, I was stealing shoot magazines, putting the match ones in just so I could get a poster of Merce on there.
Because Merce was an established player at Arsenal by then, of course, right? And I tell you how long ago it was. Guess who was champions?
What year?
87.
I would have gone Liverpool.
I know it was Everton. I thought it was always going to be like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was the last time
defending
they won.
champions, yeah. OK, let's move on. But actually, we've got a list here.
That was. What a team that was. Wow.
And what a list of managers, by the way, this is. If we have a look at the list, Neil Warnock is now sitting proudly at the top of. There we are, 1,602 matches in English professional football. He's ahead of Dario Gradi now. Sir Alex is there on 1,503. Would be more if you took in his time in Scotland. Brian Clough, Jim Smith, Harry Redknapp. I mean, Merce, to look at some of the names there, what does it say about Neil at the age of 72? He's still going strong.
I honestly, utmost respect. I mean, I was manager at Walsall for a couple of years. It is a hard job, and to keep on doing that week in, week out without being disrespectful. Most of them teams not very good. Do you know what I mean? I'm not being horrible. I mean, it's
8 promotions though.
Yeah, 8 that's what I mean. So they won the championship. They never come up and won the Premier League, did he? Or you know, I mean, they went back down again a week later. Do you know what I mean, though? I mean, like, it's so hard to do what you do like that. To win, get promoted, and then you're in a team that's lose. I just can't. I have so much respect for the bloke for doing that, honestly. It's hard. To be a manager that long is amazing, and fair play to him. I mean, that's some record with the managers there as well. I mean, Jim was with Harry at Portsmouth when he was a coach, so he must have had about 100 and 200 games there as Harry's number 2, so he would have probably been not far off. So, but unbelievable. And as I say, he never managed a top team where, without being horrible, you just sat down and watched and relaxed. And, you know, he had to work them teams every day on the pitch to get the best out of them every week in, week out. And then players bought into it as well, and fair play to him. I can't talk highly enough of him. And, you know, but for 1 year when he was out of the job after leaving Leeds, every single season since 1987, and of course he was non-league before that, it's only in the league, every single season he has been a manager. It's quite incredible, and we'll see how Borough get on against Luton tonight.